I recently listened to the book Shutter Island, an audio book. Shutter Island, of course, was written by Dennis Lehane, and the audio book was read by a guy named Tom Steckschulte, who is very, very good indeed. But it was a mistake, and I'll tell you what the mistake was. That I had already seen the movie some time ago and had a pretty good idea what the conclusion of the movie was going to be, what the major twist at the end was going to be. And I found that the book kind of bogged down a little bit. Now, I stayed with it, and I'll tell you why. Dennis Lehane is a terrific writer. I've read several of his other books, enjoyed every one that I've picked up. This book has plenty of twists and turns in the plot. It kind of moves along. It's got a great discussion, I think, of what they were debating in the early 1950s about how you take care of mentally ill people. And, you know, the question whether you go for these transorbital lobotomies, where they stick an ice pick, so to speak, through the eye socket and cut out part of the brain, or whether they move into these psychological drugs, or whether they stay with psychotherapy, that kind of stuff. Interesting. And of course, you know, the story, if you're familiar with it at all, you know that Shutter Island is actually an asylum for the criminally insane. It's out in someplace just on the outside of Boston Harbor. The criminally insane they got in there are the absolute worst of the worst. The doctors and the staff are, I don't know if they're the worst of the worst, but they're pretty bad. I mean, they're into, sounds like experimentation and all kinds of stuff. So the story kind of moves along, but like I say, I already knew the ending, so I couldn't wait to get to the end of it. Now, I'd also have to say that my taste in books doesn't really run to Gothic horror novels, and that's certainly what this is. Do I recommend it? Well, yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, if you haven't read it before, if you don't have a clue as to what the ending is going to be, I think you would find it very, very entertaining. However, if you saw the movie, and I don't care how long ago it is, because it was quite a while since I saw it, and you already have an idea where this thing is going to go, yeah, maybe it's not so great. At least I didn't find it. Now, why did I stay with it? Because I forgot so many of the details from the movie, and the book brought a lot of them back, and I think the book had some stuff that wasn't in the movie. So anyway, Dennis Lehane, Shutter Island. If, like I say, if you haven't seen the movie, I think you're probably most likely going to enjoy this book. That's all I've got for this week, and I don't mean to take anything away from Dennis Lehane or from Tom Steckschulte. He's a great book reader. I enjoy the audiobooks that he does. Anyway, there it is for me this week. Shutter Island, Dennis Lehane. Take care.